How do your words shape your reality? Ever thought your words could shape your reality? Our inner dialogue quietly molds our lives, either empowering or holding us back. Ready to discover how your words can unlock new potential? The impact of words on our inner world. Words. They seem so simple, yet they hold a quiet power that many overlook. Imagine this. Every time you speak, especially to yourself, you're weaving threads into the tapestry of your inner world. Self-talk, those daily phrases you casually repeat, actually shape your inner power and influence your reality. It's not just about what you say to others. It's about the conversations you have with yourself. The way you talk to yourself determines not only how you see yourself, but also how you step out and interact with the world. Think about it. When you tell yourself, "I am confident," or "I can't handle this," your brain and heart don't just hear words, they feel commands. These statements, whether said in whispers or shouts, create an inner dialogue that either lifts you up or quietly holds you back. This is where mindfulness comes into play. By being mindful of your self-talk, you start to notice the impact of each phrase. What if you could begin each day with words of abundance and empowerment instead of doubt? This power of spoken words is like planting seeds in a garden. Positive phrases like "I am growing" or "I am worthy" can blossom into strength and resilience. On the other hand, negative self-talk can act like weeds, creeping into our mindset and sabotaging our goals. But here's the beauty. Once you recognize the power behind your words, you open up a path to change. And as we dig deeper, you'll discover just how profoundly your self-talk can shape the reality you experience. The neuroscience of self-talk, how the brain responds to our words. Our brain is an incredible machine, constantly reshaping itself based on the words we feed it. Every phrase we repeat creates a neural pathway, like carving a trail through a forest. Say, "I am resilient," often enough, and that pathway strengthens, becoming your brain's go-to route. It's called neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself based on our thoughts. Imagine this as training the mind like a muscle. What you focus on becomes the mental reality your brain defaults to, influencing emotions, choices, and even your sense of self. Recent studies show that when you engage in positive self-talk, the brain releases feel-good chemicals, which lift your mood and boost self-belief. Think of it as the brain rewarding you for focusing on growth rather than limitation. Repeating powerful affirmations isn't just feel-good talk. It's grounded in science. The more you reinforce positive phrases, the more your brain aligns itself with that energy. And the fascinating part? This rewiring doesn't stop with one thought. It evolves with consistency, making each affirmation a building block for personal growth and mindset transformation. Let's bring it closer to home. Ever notice how some people seem naturally positive? Their brains are simply well-worn pathways of positivity. Start today by repeating phrases like, "I am progressing," or "I create my reality." Over time, these affirmations lay the foundation for a mindset of abundance and inner strength. Neuroplasticity makes it possible, but it's up to you to set the course. Now imagine how this shift impacts your identity, the core of who you believe yourself to be. The power of "I am," positive affirmations and personal identity. I am. Two simple words, yet they carry a powerful influence over our identity. Every time we say "I am," we're claiming a piece of our reality. If you say "I am strong," you're subtly embedding resilience into your self-perception. On the flip side, when we casually say "I am not good at this," we're telling our subconscious to adopt that belief. These "I am" statements are like building blocks, shaping not only how we see ourselves, but also how we approach life and face challenges. Consider this. When you repeatedly tell yourself "I am capable," you're training your brain to respond confidently in tough situations. Over time, these affirmations become second nature, merging into the core of who you believe you are. Imagine waking up and, instead of feeling defeated by challenges, you start with "I am equipped to handle anything." It's a subtle shift, but with each repetition, your identity leans closer to strength and resilience. Affirmations like these aren't just words, they're tools that craft your personal reality. Think of this approach as creating an inner dialogue of empowerment. Each I am statement builds a pathway toward the identity you wish to embody. Rather than letting life label you, take control and decide who you want to be. The words we choose, especially in self-talk, become our silent partners, shaping our actions and interactions. But how often do we let these words work against us? Let's uncover how we sometimes stand in our own way with negative self-talk. Negative self-talk and self-sabotage. Barriers to success. Negative self-talk is like an invisible weight, quietly holding us back from reaching our true potential. Every time we say things like, "I'll never be able to do that," we're placing mental blocks on our path to success. This self-sabotage is sneaky. It often disguises itself as realism, when in truth, it's limiting our growth. Think of negative self-talk as a cloud hanging over your mindset. While the words may feel harmless, they quietly shape our choices, actions, and ultimately our results. Consider the effect of a phrase as simple as, "I'm not good enough." Repeating it reinforces a mental narrative that influences how you show up in life. Imagine someone who dreams of public speaking, but repeatedly tells themselves they're too shy or incapable. This inner dialogue creates an identity that feels safe yet restrictive. The brain, ever willing to protect, follows along, creating avoidance patterns and sabotaging opportunities. Recognizing this self-sabotage is the first step toward change and is essential for anyone serious about personal and spiritual growth. So how do we break free? By learning to catch these negative thoughts before they take root. Start by replacing "I can't" with "I am learning." Shifting your inner dialogue helps dissolve these mental barriers, letting your true potential shine through. We don't have to accept these old limitations. We can reframe and retrain our minds. But it takes a bit of practice, which leads us into the transformative world of mental reprogramming. Mental reprogramming. How to change self-talk and create new realities. Reprogramming the mind is like redesigning an internal blueprint. By actively choosing to replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations, you're not just thinking differently, you're creating a whole new reality. The process may seem subtle, but each time you catch yourself in a negative thought and replace it with an affirmation, you're building a new path in the mind. A simple shift from "I can't" to "I am learning" can transform self-doubt into self-development, helping you lay the foundation for true personal growth. Daily practices like affirmations and visualization act as tools to rewire these pathways. Try starting each morning by saying, "I am growing stronger," or "I am open to new opportunities." These simple phrases are small seeds of inner power that, with repetition, blossom into confidence and resilience. Visualization, on the other hand, goes a step further. Picture yourself achieving a goal, living it as though it's already real. This focused imagery communicates directly with the subconscious mind, making it a powerful tool for manifesting desires. Over time, these practices reshape how you see yourself and your potential. They're not magic tricks, but methods that, when done consistently, bring remarkable change. It's about choosing the words and images that will serve you rather than hinder you. Each time you actively reprogram your self-talk, you take a step closer to creating a life aligned with your aspirations. And as we'll see, the power of language reaches far beyond self-talk, shaping the entire fabric of reality. How language shapes our reality. Examples and case studies. Language isn't just a tool for communication. It's a bridge between thought and reality. Imagine someone who says, "I attract abundance." With each repetition, they're not just hoping for wealth. They're laying a foundation for a mindset that seeks and creates opportunities. Stories like this show how language, when consciously directed, can transform personal circumstances. In fact, many successful people attribute their journeys to the consistent use of affirmations, which rewired their beliefs and opened doors to success. Take the case of athletes who visualize winning and repeat empowering phrases before each game. Research shows that these practices enhance performance, partly because the brain responds to words and images as if they're reality. Similarly, individuals who adopt positive self-talk often find themselves surrounded by improved relationships and opportunities. It's not merely coincidence, it's the power of conscious communication and mindset transformation. By choosing words aligned with inner power and purpose, people reshape not only their beliefs, but also the world around them. This isn't limited to famous success stories. Anyone can experience these changes. Try a personal experiment by choosing one affirmation, like "I am capable," and repeat it daily for a month. Note how it begins to affect your actions, your interactions, and even your sense of self. Language can indeed shape reality, and by learning to wield it, we hold a key to creating a life of intentional growth. But how do we start using this in our daily routines? Let's dive into some practical exercises that make positive self-talk a habit. Daily practices for positive self-talk. Exercises to start today. Building a habit of positive self-talk can be both transformative and surprisingly simple. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day to write down affirmations, phrases like "I am resilient" or "I am moving toward my goals." Writing is powerful. It anchors words in the mind, reinforcing them with intention. Consider keeping a small notebook where you jot down daily affirmations, a practice that can turn these words into powerful reminders of your inner strength and potential. Another effective exercise is the mirror technique. Stand in front of a mirror and speak affirmations out loud. Phrases like, "I am worthy" or "I am evolving." Speaking directly to your reflection creates a deeper connection with these words, making them feel more personal and impactful. Yes, it may feel strange at first, but the mirror practice is incredibly grounding and boosts confidence over time. It's about building a positive inner dialogue that you can see and feel. Finally, embrace gratitude as a daily ritual. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each morning or evening, focusing on specific moments or people. This simple habit shifts your mindset toward abundance and appreciation, priming you to approach life with positivity. With these practices, you're not just speaking words, you're creating a framework for a mindset that's resilient, confident, and ready for growth. And remember, the journey of self-talk is ongoing, each day bringing more opportunities to empower your inner world. Imagine the changes that await if you start applying these insights daily. What new opportunities could open up by simply adjusting your self-talk? Take the leap, experiment with these tools, and see how they shift your reality. Have you tried any of these practices before? Or are you ready to start fresh? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to continue exploring these powerful life-transforming insights with us.